Two things stand out in South Australia: wheat and wind. The former sustains the economy, the latter provides the power. More than 40% of the state's electricity comes from wind turbines, compared to just 8% for the country as a whole.
The distribution of wind varies a lot from place to place, but South Australia does have a very high proportion of good quality wind resource, and that's because we basically get the wind blowing off of the Antarctica, comes up, and we're in the southern part of the ocean. But Victoria also has good locations, as do parts of Western Australia, but certainly South Australia does have among the best resources in the country.
These turbines are massive. Each one has a wingspan of almost 90 metres. If you laid them flat on the ground, they wouldn't fit on a full-size football pitch. And each turbine generates enough electricity to supply around 1,000 homes. They've been tremendously successful in South Australia, but the political climate means the wind farm industry faces an uncertain future. Most of Australia's wind farms were commissioned under the previous Labor government, which set a target of providing 20% of the country's electricity from renewable energy by 2020. The current Conservative government, though, wants to reduce that target by as much as 40%. The government has been much more supportive of Australia's traditional energy sources, such as coal. It means investors are worried about putting money into new wind projects.
Well, I guess our company would like to see a stable political regime, and I guess what we see is the current government struggling to actually provide that. We'd like to sort of see some developments along those lines that give a very strong indication that renewables are a favourable option to invest in.
There is certainly no shortage of wind-swept space in this vast land. South Australia could provide a model for the rest of the country. But environmentalists argue that for wind to work, it also requires political will. Jon Donnison, BBC News in South Australia.